excited about being here. I thought the crowd was awesome, and Tech does such a great job of hosting this thing. And GR is a unbelievable hockey city, and for our guys to come in, we consider it a privilege to be invited to play in this tournament and want to try to take advantage of it. And I thought in the game, it's I thought our execution was really good. As far as finishing on some chances early, I thought Ferris did a really good job, made it hard on us, and obviously they had some opportunities there where Trey had to make some saves, and I thought Charlie really drove us in the game, right? And I think that's one of the things he's done a heck of a job here. Is there's one thing to have a letter on your jersey, but your actions, and I thought he did a heck of a job. And for us to have some guys that haven't played to get in, for Berkey to score, and we talked after the game, right? I think that's a little bit of a lost art. There's this whole concept of, when my time comes, it's more if my time comes, and you got to be ready. And Berkey's done a heck of a job. That's what being a great team. Wardle's done a heck of a job being ready. And obviously we need them. We need them right now to step in and help us, and they did tonight.
Yeah, I don't think it really affects the way I prepare play. I mean, it's a little different, obviously. You're used to Marty, but at the end of the day, you're just going out there and doing what you can do to help your line mates, help your rotating winger get the job done. Yeah, no, it's been good. It's been a good start. Blessed to play with Marty and other wingers and Russ, and it's been, a good start for me and the team overall, and just looking to keep building. Yeah, no, first chip of the game, that was awesome. Just so pumped for him, all the work he puts in, every day at night. He's one of the hardest working guys out there. So to see him get in and really earn his spot out there and get a goal, and that was awesome. I think it gave our team a huge jolt, especially early on, and everybody's pumped for him. Yeah, no, we're pumped. I mean, like you said, anytime we get to play for a trophy, it's a huge honor, and we're going to come out there and give it our best and hopefully get the job done. Yeah, they play hard. Obviously, I think that's kind of what they build themselves on, is being able to play hard and fast. And I don't know too much about them, but that's what I do. And, it's a tough opponent tomorrow, but I think we're ready to go out and, yeah, hopefully be able to raise the trophy. Not anymore, no, honestly. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, that was a heck of a hockey game, and obviously they had a really good team and came down to the wire there, and expect the same tomorrow. I think Billy's done a great job there, and they're a competitive team. They play fast, they play physical, and they travel well, right? They're fans. This will be an awesome environment for our guys to play in. Yeah, actually, quite a bit of experience with that. When I coached the 17 team, a lot of our guys would be called up. I think at one point we had maybe 9 guys from our regular roster, like Logan Cooley and some of those guys, Isaac Howard, those guys were Lane Hudson, those guys were all called up, so we would call guys in. And I remember one time being on the bus, and we had so many new guys. I was walking to the back of the bus, and I had asked guys if have you ever played center, have you ever played wing before? But I think that's what makes this tournament special. This has been going on. I mean, the World Juniors have been going on for 50 years, and so this is what this tournament's about. Mike Gressel came in and won MVP of the tournament, right? When we were missing a goalie back, whatever it was in the 90s. Last year, Lucas stepped in and won MVP of the tournament with Trey gone at the World Junior. So I mean, that's this is the benefit of playing in it. As guys get some opportunity, they got to be prepared and ready to go. But I think it's great for our team, and I think it's part of our responsibility playing at a place like Michigan State to play in this tournament. Yeah, there's a ton of benefits to it, and again, I go back to some guys that we got good hockey players that haven't been in the lineup, right? And we ask a lot of them and ask them to prepare like they're going to play. And what I like about Berkey and Wardo, they're not entitled. They're not in my office. Why am I not playing? Why they're complaining? All they want to do is try to get better. And if their number's called, they got to be ready to go. And obviously it is right now. And that's what we need from them. We need that type of energy every day in practice. They help drive and help guys get better. And then if your time comes, you got to be ready. And obviously both those guys were. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's their they're the host of the tournament, right? And we participate in it every year, and the way it's set up, right, is we don't play each other on the first day. So more times than not, unless you don't have success, you're playing each other in the championship. And I think that's everyone's goal, right? You get here, you want to try to win the first day, and then play. And so we got a ton of respect for the program. I know that Billy's going to do and already has done a great job there. They got a great following, a great roster, and this is going to take our best tomorrow if we want to have success. I don't know. I'm sure Billy had way more of an impact on the winning than I did. Billy, if you looked at Billy's career, a lot of guys probably consider Billy the best college hockey player they've ever played against. If you ask guys around my generation, I mean, he was such a dominant player. But I mean, I think the longer you coach, you lean less on your playing experience, right? And not that I had a great career, but I think the longer you coach, then you're referencing opportunities to coach. And so when I was the video guy here, we played in it, so I got some experience there with it. And then obviously this is our fourth year playing it. So I think the biggest thing is it's hard. Like our guys, we practice Christmas Day, right? I think it's important that they're home, and they got to be a pro and take care of their body. I think that's where you learn is trusting your guys. That hey, you're going to go home, you're going to have a break. This is an important time of year. Your family's more important than our hockey team, so get home. But then you got to take care of your body and be a pro. And I thought, especially now, we got a short bench, right? So I think our guys did a good job of that, and I know they're looking forward to tomorrow. Not great. I just think I've gotten to know him. Through my time when I was with the U.S. team. He was an assistant at Michigan, so we had quite a few guys that were going to the University of Michigan, so knew him there. He was always good to me. When I was a video guy, didn't look down his nose at me, and I got a ton of respect for him. You look at what he's done to get this job, right? I mean, he's moved. He's at Michigan, Texas, and he goes to the USHL, wins a championship, and now gets an opportunity to come back. So he's obviously paid his dues and earned this opportunity. Yeah, I mean, it's a new team, right? And so this is, we always talk as a group. I mean, we think we have a good team, but we really haven't done anything yet, to be honest with you. So we got an opportunity to win a championship tomorrow, and with a totally new group of guys, right? And so our guys are excited about it, and I think that's when you come to this thing. Another benefit of it, right, is you're trying to prepare for the end of the season, and this does have a tournament type feel. When you got three other teams trying to do the same thing, you got to come into the rink. You're not out there watching the other team play. You're focused on doing our business, and so yeah, I think this is really important for our team, and I think us learning how to play smart too is that's probably really critical in this tournament. Again, when you look at when you got numbers missing some guys, and we got to play smart hockey, and it can't just be because we're missing some guys. That's got to be an every time thing for us. Well, I think, when you talk about trying to win a championship, right, it comes down to, discipline, right, which we could have done a better job of that tonight, right? You can't, especially with the short bench, you can't be taking a ton of penalties. Executions are really important, right? It's, both teams are going to be competitive. Both teams are going to play hard. If you need a motivational speech to get up for this one, you're probably at the wrong rink, right? So, I think everyone knows what they're playing for, but being able to execute in critical moments, I think, is going to be really important. I think Ferris plays physical, you know, and I like the way they play. I think that's the right way to play hockey. I think you got to play in your face, and I think Tech's very similar, right? I think in preparing, we watched Tech in Ferris. I think it was the first games or the last games before break, right? And that was definitely a dogfight and physical and competitive, and I'm sure that's going to be the case tomorrow. Good. Thank you.